Hello, my friends. I'm here with my son Natan in the oldest part of Jerusalem, and we came here to tell you about the story of Natan the prophet. We are starting from the lookout at the top of the city of David, from which we have a 360-degree view of the city. There we see the walls of the old city, the Mosque of Al-Aqsa, the continuation of the walls. Then over there, the area of Mount Zion, the hill of the Bad Council, the Silwan neighborhood of East Jerusalem, and then the Mount of Olives. And another thing we can see from here that can help us understand the story of David and Bathsheba is how the city of David was built on a slope. We are at the top of the city, and the city continues downhill, and that way we can understand how at the top, maybe over there was the palace, and from the palace someone standing on the roof could see someone on a lower house standing on the roof. Now we are in a big stone structure. This might have been part of King David's palace. We can't say it for sure. There are different opinions among scholars about the dating of this site. If here was his palace, on the roof of this palace, David was standing when he was looking down, and on the roof, maybe the terrace of a building that was under it. What did he see, Natan?
A girl.
Yeah, she was taking a bath, and David was struck, and he decided that he wanted her. But the problem was that this woman, her name was Bathsheba, was already married.
Yeah.
And her husband, his name was Uriah. He was a soldier in David's army. And so basically David arranged for Uriah to be killed. And this is where Prophet Natan comes into the story.
So the Lord sent Nathan the prophet to tell David the story. There were two men in a certain town. One was rich and one was poor. The rich man owned a great many sheep and cattle. The poor man owned nothing but one little lamb. One day, a guest arrived at the home of the rich man, but instead of killing an animal from his own flock or herd, he took the poor man's lamb and killed it and prepared it for his guests. David was furious. As surely as the Lord lives, he vowed, any man who would do such a thing deserves to die. Then Nathan said to David, "You are that man."
Now we are by the Ghome Spring, the natural water spring of Jerusalem. And here we want to tell another story involving Nathan the prophet. The first son of David and Bathsheba died as a punishment for David. But then they had another son, and his name was Solomon, the famous later King Solomon. At one point, David was old and he wasn't functioning anymore. And one of his sons, Adoniah, a half-brother of Solomon, declared himself king. And then Nathan, the prophet, came to Bathsheba and told her, "Go and tell David, haven't you promised that Solomon, our son, was going to be the next king?" So Bathsheba went to David, and David said, "Indeed, Solomon shall be king." So Zadok the high priest and Natan the prophet anointed Solomon king here by the Ghome Spring.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe